but you can't break us, no matter how you try. This land is ours, and we are free, from the desert sands to the shining sea. Hand in hand, and unbent, unbroke, you spit your hate, we wake, we woke. You heard us, right? Because no one can take our dreams away, and no man owns the USA. Stand up, fight back. There ain't no king in the USA. We're rising up. He ain't God, we ain't no fool, no matter what he say. Sing the truth, he says bad. Hell no, we won't. We say not today, not today. 'Cause there ain't no king in the USA. USA, USA. There ain't no king in the USA. We're rising up. He ain't God, we ain't no fool, no matter what he say. Sing the truth, he says bad. Hell no, we won't. We say not today, not today. 'Cause there ain't no king in the USA. USA. No, there ain't no king.
Check.
In the USA.
Check. San Francisco, how are we doing?
Thought it wouldn't get no sicker. Woke up one morning.
There are a lot of you guys out here. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being so excited to be here. I know I am. We've put in a lot of hard work, and it's always amazing when your hard work pays off. To see, I don't know, we're going to say 100,000 people out here? To see 100,000 people out here to support the same thing, the same agenda, to stand up, to fight back against the regime that does not care about its people. People have the power, that is correct. So we're going to start with the blessing of the land. So I'm going to bring up my friend Antonio Gonzalez from American Indian Movement West. So Antonio, by all means.
Oh, greetings. My name is Antonio. I extend my hand. Can you hear me? Oh, and indeed, this is this movement, but we are people of resilience. And I want to extend my hand in friendship for that have taken the time to come out here and walk with us across sacred land, our sacred Mother Earth, and always to remember that this is Indian land, and we're still here. So on behalf of California Indian people, and here in this Bay Area and San Francisco, the Ohlone, Muwekma, Ohlone people, and the Ramaytush people in particular, who's still here in San Francisco, I will give a blessing. And before that, again, I want to qualify myself a little bit to you, that I'm a Vietnam veteran. a combat Vietnam veteran. I was in Vietnam in 1908, and I was in Vietnam in 1969. I was drafted right after graduation from high school, June 1967, and I got my draft notice in January 1968. So I was there, and I was wounded 2 times. I'm a disabled veteran, and I want to tell you that war is a crime. I am a war criminal, and we want no more wars, and we don't want any fighting to go on. And so, my blessings, I say, Tankashila, Great Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for keeping us strong. Thank you, Grandfather, Grandmother, Great Spirit, Great Mystery, for guiding us in a good way, to be positive, to watch over our children, to respect our women, and to honor the treaties that this government made with Indian people. And Great Spirit, we are going into hard times. Many people, Great Spirit, call this climate change that we are going into. But we as Indian people, we call it purification time. So as we purify with bad time ahead, we give blessings to those yet to come. And we don't want any kings in this country. We are the people. We are resilient. We are the movement. So, my relatives, I want to thank you all for taking the time to come out here and to bring our kids. Always remember to involve our children, the next generation, and that we look forward for the 7 generations. We will stay here, and we are all together. Aho, all my relations. Ho.
If you don't mind keeping on the phone.
And
Okay.
forget you, motherfucker, when it came to the business.
We need to sound check. I think that was the sound check. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah.
Guys, I don't think that's our track.
I like white folks, but I don't like you. All the niggas in the hood wanna
We're looking
fight
for
you.
No Es Mi Presidente, and We Are Rising.
Surprise the nation of Islam ain't tried to find you.
Tech.
Have a rally out LA, you know what's up. Home of the ride and King Ride, we don't give a fuck. Black students ejected from your rally. What? I'm ready to go right now. Your racist ass did too much. I'm about to turn Black Panther. Don't let Donald Trump win, that nigga cancer. He too rich, he ain't got the answers. He can't make decisions for this country, he gon' crash us. No, we can't be a slave for him. He got me appreciating Obama way more. Hey, Donald, and everyone that follows, you gave us your reasons to be president, but we hate you. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. I don't like your ass. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump.
That's our track.
Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah.
Nigga, am I tripping? Let me know. I thought all that Donald Trump bullshit was a joke. Know what they say when rich niggas go broke? Look, Reagan so cold, Obama so hope. Donald Trump spent his trust fund money on the vote. I'm from a place where you probably can't go. Speaking for some people that you probably ain't know. This pressure built up and it's probably gonna blow. And if we say go, then they probably gonna go. You vote Trump, then you probably on dope. And if you like me, then you probably ain't know. And if you been in jail, you could probably still vote. If we let this nigga win, we gon' probably feel broke. You build walls, we gon' probably dig holes. And if your ass do win,
fuck Donald Trump.
fuck you.
Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Hold up, I got something to say, hold up. We the youth, we the people of this country. We got a voice too. We will be seen and we will be heard. Hold up, I fuck with Mexicans, got a plug with Mexicans. When a little need a switch, who I call Mexican. This Comedy Central ass nigga couldn't be the president. Hold up, Nip, tell the world how you fuck with Mexicans.
It wouldn't be the USA without Mexicans. And if it's time to team up, shit, let's begin. White people feel the same as my next of kin. Let this nigga win, God bless the kids.
God bless the kids, this nigga wicked and weird. When me and Nip link, that's Bloods and Crips. When your LA rally, we gon' crash your shit. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah.
There's a great and a bloody fight round this whole world tonight. In the battle of bombs and shrapnel rain, Hitler told the world around he would tear our union down. But our union's gonna break them slavery chains. And our union's gonna break them slavery chains. I walked up on a mountain in the middle of the sky. Could see every farm and every town. I could see all the people in this whole wide world. That's a union that'll tear the fascists down, down, down. That's a union that'll tear the fascists down. When I think of the men and the ships going down while the Russians fight on across the Don, there's London in ruins and Paris in chains. Good people, what are we waiting on? Good people, what are we waiting on? So I thank the Soviets and the mighty Chinese vets, the Allies, the whole wide world around. To the battling British, thanks, you can have 10 million Yanks if it takes them to tear the fascists down, down, down. If it takes them to tear the fascists down. But when I think of the ships and the men going down and the Russians fight on across the Don, there's London in ruins and Paris in chains. Good people, what are we waiting on? Good people, what are we waiting on? So I thank the Soviets and the mighty Chinese vets, the Allies, the whole wide world around. To the battling British, thanks, you can have 10 million Yanks if it takes them to tear the fascists down, down, down. If it takes them to tear the fascists down.
Tech, are we good?
Trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of man, for whatever that means. Into a crisis times when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. And I am feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah. nation. And I pray, oh my God, do I pray. I pray every single day for revolution. Into a crisis times when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. And I am feeling a little peculiar. Into a wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination.
Tech, can I get a heads up? Are we good? Not good.
Get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up, don't give up the fight. Preacher man, don't tell me heaven is under the earth. I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's an all that glitter is gold. After story had never been told. So now you see the light. Hey, stand up for your right. Come on, get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Most people think great God will come from the sky, take away everything and make everybody feel high. But if you know what life is worth, you would look for yours on earth. And now when you see the light, you stand up for your rights. Yeah. Get up, stand up. Yeah, yeah. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Life is your right. Get up, stand up. So we can't give up the fight. Stand up for your right. Lord, Lord. Get up, stand up. Keep us traveling on. Don't give up the fight. Yeah.
We're sick and tired of your ism, schism, game, dine and go to heaven in Jesus' name, Lord. We know and we understand. Almighty God is a living man. You can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. So now we see the light. We gonna stand up for our rights. So you better get up, stand up. Don't give it up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Do live production, they say. San Francisco, how are we holding up?
Christ came back today like he
Nice.
said and he will. Which poor group of people do you think that he would kill? Who would Jesus choose to starve if you gave him a chance? And if there was a genocide, would he take a neutral stance? Who would Jesus bomb? Tell me, who would Jesus bomb? Would it be kids in Palestine or how about Vietnam? Would Jesus bomb the atheists, the Muslims, or the Jews? I want you to ask yourself, what would Jesus do? Would he say it's complicated and there's sinners on all sides? Or would he say that some people, they just deserve to die? If Christ the Savior rose again, then on a sidewalk slept, would you extend a hand to him or just watch where you stepped? Who would Jesus bomb? Tell me, who would Jesus bomb? Would it be kids in Palestine or how about Vietnam? Would Jesus bomb the atheists?
Jack, can I go?
The Muslims or the Jews?
I'm getting trolled at the... I'm trying. Thank you. Hi, San Francisco. How are we doing? Thank you so much for putting up with us. This is unusual, but we're going to make do. I want to welcome everybody who is here, everybody who's on the live stream. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. This could not happen without you. I was going to say our rally's going to begin in a few minutes because that was the point at like 1:40. But we're just going to go straight into it. I want to introduce one of my friends, Pete, from Everyday Items. He's going to be performing a fundraiser for Indivisible, but today he's going to kick things off for us. Pete Cronowit, San Francisco singer and songwriter. Pete's recorded 5 albums. Okay. That's for Taina. Okay, good. We're on track now. Pete considers himself this. Hello? Guys, can I get the mic? Thank you. Pete considered himself an activist with a music problem. Pete's standing right behind me. And Pete's ready to go.
Well, hey. Hey, neighbors. Every single march, every single time. Do you feel that energy? Yeah. You did not stroll down Market from the Embarcadero today. You marched into history. That's right. Today is shaping up to be the single largest day of protest ever in our country. The beauty, the power of nonviolent engagement is that everyone, every single one of us can participate. All you need to do is invite people in and point them in the right direction. So this is my chance for you. I mean, there's a lot of you doing stuff and you're here, so that's good. But there's a bunch of people over there in some tables over in Fulton Plaza. And the organizers did a great job. There's like 50 groups, so they're going to be there till 4 p.m. So go have a chat. Sign up. And then, more importantly, the way we grow this is we invite our friends and neighbors along to have some fun. Because when we focus not just on what's happening, and we focus on what's possible, that's how we build transformative, collective power. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not having guitar. No guitar. All right, we need some guitar. This is not going to happen. That was such a great intro, wasn't it? All right, well, you know, when they do the video, they'll cut out this part and then go right into the song. All right. You got to, what's my name? My name is Pete Cronowit. If you could spell it, you could find me. I think there was a guy from the press asking me that, so I don't know. All right. I'm just waiting for, I mean, I could sing it without the guitar, but it's just not going to do it, you know, I don't know. And I know it's not my guitar. This guitar is 40 years old, which is older than most of you out there. I mean, I could start telling stories and stuff like that. You want to hear a story? All right, well, I'll say, okay, this is Amy Obensky. Amy Obensky is a singer-songwriter here in San Francisco. This is our first time singing together. Amy's going to kill harmonies. This is Jamie Wilson. Jamie's playing guitar with me for the last 6 years or so. What's your name? Beth. And that's Beth doing signing for those who are hearing impaired. All right, there we go. All right, we'll do it this way. Can you hear that a little bit? All right, here we go. Ready?
I don't have a mic.
You don't have a mic?
I can sing into your mic.
Sing it, yeah, sing it to my mic. This is going to be fun.
You're much taller than me.
1, 2, 3, 4. Show up, speak out, stand up, fight back, get mad and loud. It's how we win. They're not gonna take our neighbors away. They're not gonna trash our country this way. Truth is like a train. People get on board. You can't stop a train with lies. Show up, speak out, stand up, fight back, get mad and loud. It's how we win. Act now, knock doors, make calls, then vote. Let's march with friends. It's how we win. Seek truth, face facts, take heart, build trust, lean in, shed fear, breathe out, feel free, plant seeds of leads, find, follow, dive in, have fun, try things and learn, sign on, sing out, love loud, stop hate, then we find truth. Take charge, be bold, keep calm, have faith, be kind and strong. Rise up. A spark has ignited a fire that will not go out. And when we join our voices together, it's a step towards community. So it's time to sing out, everybody. Show up, show up. Speak out, speak out. Stand up, stand up. Fight back, fight back. Get mad, and loud, That's how we win. Here we go. Show up, speak out, stand up, fight back, get mad, and loud, That's how we win. Here we go, we'll look fair. Show up, speak out, stand up, fight back, get mad and loud. That's how we win. Double time is show up, speak out, stand up, fight back, get mad and loud. That's how we win. Show up, speak out, stand up, fight back, get mad and loud. That's how we win. Join us, join us, join us. Then we win. Yeah! Thank you all.
Pete Cronowit. Again, Pete and the Everyday Items are going to be performing a benefit for Indivisible on Sunday, May 3rd at 5:30 p.m. It's going to be part of the San Francisco International Arts Festival. Early bird tickets are $20. You can find more information at sfiaf.org. Our next performer is Taina Asili, a singer and social justice songwriter carrying forward the legacy of her Puerto Rican ancestors through music that fuels movements for liberation. Her numerous movement anthems have been recognized by Rolling Stone, NPR, Democracy Now!, and her voice has echoed from the Women's March on Washington to San Francisco Pride. She is also the U.S. coordinator for 1 Billion Rising, a global movement of gender-based violence, to end gender-based violence. She joins us today from New York to inspire and to dance to the rhythm of rebellion. Please welcome Taina Asili.
Yo, what's up, San Francisco? Are y'all ready to dance? Woo! Are y'all ready to dance to the rhythm of... Check, check, 1, 2. This mic is cutting out. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Are we good? We're good now? I can't hear you. I said, are we good? Are y'all ready to bring down the kings? Yeah. So this song is called No es mi presidente. Do y'all know what that means? Here we go. Desafiantes, ingobernables, lo rechacemos y no pararemos. Por nuestra liberación nos dedicamos, porque nuestro futuro están interconectados. Las vidas negras importan. Black Lives Matter. Ningún ser humano es ilegal. No human being is illegal. Justicia reproductiva. Reproductive justice. Que viva Palestina. Long live Palestine. No es mi presidente. No representa la voz de mi gente. Si está conmigo, pues diga presente. Y grite, no es mi presidente. No es mi presidente. Organizaremos el pueblo como siempre. Nuestro poder es como una corriente. Grite, no es mi presidente. Esta es la obra de mis antepasados. Hey. I wanna see y'all move. Come on. Resistencia unificada es nuestra herencia. Hey. Tenemos todo lo que necesitamos. Hey. Para ser los agentes colectivos del cambio. No es mi presidente, él representa la voz de mi gente. Si está conmigo, pues diga presente. Y grite, no es mi presidente. No es mi presidente. Organizaremos el pueblo como siempre. Ese poder es como una corriente. Grite, no es mi presidente. It's time to see ourselves in one another. Collective liberation solidarity. Oh, 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 oh. This is a resounding call for tomorrow. Oh, oh, oh. Reclaim our power and our humanity. Oh, 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 oh. So we commit, vote, and united. Protect trans kids and keep hope ignited. Defend our rights, our bodies, our choice. Raise up justice with a thunderous voice. To tear down the cages, dismantle the walls. Stand against tyrants wherever they call. From here to Puerto Rico, to Palestine's lands. We rise for the future that freedom demands. Porque somos la solución, la oración, el corazón para liberación. Somos la llamada para mañana. No es mi presidente, él me representa la voz de mi gente. Si está conmigo, pues diga presente. Y grite, no es mi presidente, no es mi presidente. Organizaremos el pueblo como siempre. Ese poder es como una corriente. Grite, no es mi presidente, no es mi presidente. Él representa la voz de mi gente. Si está conmigo, pues diga presente. Y grite, no es mi presidente, no es mi presidente. Organizaremos el pueblo como siempre. Ese poder es como una corriente. Grite, no es mi presidente. Woo! How y'all feeling, San Francisco? We ready for midterms? Yes. All right. So, as our dear author, first of all, let's give it up to the organizers of the No Kings March and Rally. As Arthur mentioned, I'm from New York, so first of all, I'm so happy to be here with y'all on the left coast. Nueva York. Who loves Bad Bunny? Nueva York. All right. So this next song is called We Are Rising. And as Arthur mentioned, I work with an organization called 1 Billion Rising, which is a global movement to end gender-based violence. And we're going to have our executive director here in a little bit who's going to share more about this organization and this powerful and profound work. But this is a song that I wrote for our movement. And this is a song I want you to imagine in your mind. We have over 200 groups that are organizing all over the globe. And I want you to imagine that people all across the world are dancing in solidarity at the same time to this song. Okay? Check, 1, 2. Can y'all hear me okay? All right. So this song is called We Are Rising, and I want you to remember that this movement cannot happen without reclaiming our joy. You feel me? Without reclaiming our humanity in the face of humanity, right? So that's what we're going to do today. So I want to see y'all get down to We Are Rising and rise up. A beat for one. In a time of an upheaval will come a transformation. Ignite a fire that will burn like the sun. Become a strong movement, fierce and determined, informed by where we are and where we've come from. We are those who are rising from Manila to Miami, building trust and solidarity. Love is our bond. In the streets we are marching to end the rape and the suffering, to stop the fascist tyranny. Organize as one. We are rising. Give it a turn. Eso. From those who dare to interrupt the violence, to those who expose the truth and break the silence, warriors who work to open up the prison bars, valiant souls who stand up against the unjust wars, multitudes who defy wars along the border, masses who unify to protect our border, rebel minds who unionize for workers' rights, beaters' hearts who fight to defend trans lives, those who take back their land and their health, those who seek to redistribute the wealth, youth who demand a right to education, those who reclaim political power in their nation. We cry out, say her name. We chant, love Trump's hate, and we will not be erased. It's we who decide our fate, 'cause we are rising. We are rising. We are rising now. And in this life, we are rising. We are rising. We are rising now. And in this life, we are women who've endured violence and degradation, slavery, trafficking, and mutilation, rape and abuse, racist discrimination, those who survive labor exploitation, colonization and gentrification, imprisonment, migration, and militarization, homophobia and transphobic aggression, violence and police reproductive oppression. But from the pain we will organize, awaken hearts and awaken minds, not demands we intensify. Strategically we are organized. Together we can raise the vibration through our action and imagination, respect, trust, and communication, love for our future generation, intersection and truth that we come. Collective power is how this is won. We keep it rising like the fire of the sun. We will rise like the sun. We will rise like the sun. I want y'all to put your hands together. We are rising. We are rising. We are rising now. And in this life, we are rising. We are rising. We are rising now. Whoa, a way of life, a way of living, ignite the fire with living as one, as one, as one. Woo! Thank you all so much. We have a little bit more coming to you in just a moment. I'm going to pass it back to Arthur for a second to introduce our beautiful Susan Celia Swan.
That's a tough act to follow, guys. I want to give you a little bit of like inside look on things, how inside things went. She was the one that reached out to us initially, and as soon as I started playing the tracks on her YouTube, I was like, yes, that is going to be our opener. So, thank you. Taina Asili. That was awesome. My name is Arthur Wolf, and I'm organizer with 5051 San Francisco. And along with Indivisible San Francisco, I want to welcome you to No Kings 3. Today, I want to start out by shouting out the most important people, and the people that make this possible are volunteers. There are quite literally hundreds of volunteers. See, live production. And San Francisco Wind. There we go. There are hundreds of people behind the scenes who help put this together. They're holding it down at Fulton Plaza with their information tables. They're speaking to the media. They're posting on social media. They're protecting us as we stand here. They're protecting people still coming down Market Street. All of this cannot be done without the volunteers. They make my life incredibly easy. They make everything that we do possible by just showing up. So if you would please join me in saying thank you and giving them a round of applause so they know that they are valued and that we love everything that they've done for us. So to our volunteers, if you can hear this, thank you. And friends, that is what today is all about. Today is about being there for one another. Today is not about disruption. It's about building power. It's about building community. Look at the community we built today. We let them hear us. I said we let them hear us. Look at the community we've built this year, that we continue to grow. Now is the time we make them fear us. Together we have the numbers. We have the means. We have the power to change the world. I know what you're going to ask. How? That's easy. Get involved. Resistance is not passive. It is active. This administration and its wannabe king are doing horrible things to our communities, to our friends, to our families. And we cannot and we will not stand by and let them continue to do that. I've been told it's a little bit loud in the front, so I'm sorry. I'm also very loud. There are over 40 community organizations that are ecstatic to have you join their cause. If you have not gone over to Fulton Plaza, which is between the library and the Asian Art Museum, they are there, they are waiting for you, and they want you to get involved. So please, go to Fulton Plaza. It is more important than anything I have to say today, because this movement is built by the volunteer. This movement is built by people who got involved. You are the people who need to get involved. Let today be our love letter to resistance. Let it be the building. Guys, you cut me off. Okay. Let it be the building block of the community we want to live. Check. We're rolling with it, family. We're rolling with it. When we say that we keep us safe, it's because we've signed up for Neighborhood Ice Watch. When we say money for education, it's because we stood 10 toes down with our teachers and we made sure that their demands were met. Where are my teachers in the crowd? UESF, where you at? When we say no more funding of wars against our black and brown communities, that healthcare is a human right. Trans rights are a human right. It's because when they come after one of us, All right, let's try that again.
Okay, great. Hey.
When they come after one of us, thank you, they come after all of us.
It's not on.
So get involved. Get prepared.
I'm gonna get this.
End of the day, I'm getting lost here. Okay. Hello? Because at the end of the day, we control the workforce. We control the economy, and we control who represents us. And on May 1st, International Workers' Day, May Day for this microphone as well. We are gonna shut down. No work, no school, shopping. For more information on our plans for May Day and to get involved with of the over 40 organizations tabling in Fulton Plaza, please go to Plaza. There's a community waiting to meet you. No contribution is too small. There is no contribution that is all of your skills are valuable. Now, I'm very excited to hand off the microphone to the speakers who I've put together for everybody. It is going to be a great lineup. And the tech issues aside, we've already started with them. So I'm very excited. My new friend, Susan Celia Swan.
All right, that's fine.
Okay. Susan Celia Swan is the executive director of V-Day and 1 Billion Rising. Please welcome to her stage, her and Tayana Asili. Thank you.
Can we get this wired mic on, please? Check, 1, 2. Stand by, Susan.
Hi, everyone. Hi, San Francisco. Hi, powerful rising people. You do not know how you look in this moment. So thank you for that. You are fuel. I'm Susan Celia Swan. As Arthur said, I'm the executive director of V-Day and 1 Billion Rising, the global activist movements to end violence against women, gender-expansive people, and the earth. We are artists, we are activists, we are survivors in over 100 countries. We rise to end violence against women because 1 in 3 women will be beaten or raped in their lifetime. That is a UN and a World Health Organization statistic. That is 1 billion women and girls. But we are not a statistic, we are a force. And we rise to create a world where violence is unthinkable. We rise through art, through dance, through creative resistance. We rise to confront the systems that fuel violence, fascism and its friend patriarchy, racism, white supremacy, transphobia, homophobia, imperialism, capitalism, war, and the destruction of the earth. We rise to shine a light on the rampant impunity that survivors most often face. We have seen the power of our solidarity to change culture, consciousness, systems, laws. When we say no kings, we say no patriarchy. We center survivors, and we call out patriarchy outside our movements and inside our movements. We stand with the Epstein survivors who, in coming together so bravely, have made blatantly visible the connection between the abuse of women and power to the highest office of this land. We demand accountability. We demand a change in the systems that do not serve us, that never served us.
That's right.
And we demand
That's right.
the release of all the files.
That's right.
We stand with Dolores Huerta and the legacy of resistance rooted right here, reminding us our power is collective and our movements are leaderful. We stand of a Congo, Haiti, Sudan, and everywhere they are rising.
Check, 1, 2. Susan, what you got? Tell me again. Who are we rising with?
Thank you, my love. We stand with the people of Iran, Palestine, Congo, Sudan,
That's
and
right.
everywhere they are rising against war, occupation, and extraction. And we name this clearly. State violence is gender violence. In ICE detention centers where women and children face abuse, medical neglect, and family separation. Across this country where our trans and gender nonconforming siblings face targeted violence, powered by new laws and fueled by hate. We are here because we refuse to be silent when our rights are stripped, our bodies are controlled, and our communities are attacked. We ask you, 1 Billion Rising asks you, what would it look like if 1 billion people rose in one day to show the world the staggering impact of gender-based violence? In the streets, in front of city halls like this one, everywhere. We have seen that when we rise together, we create space for healing, for action, for change in these things that need changing. And we literally move the world like you all are doing here today. We bring this message to you from our 1 Billion Rising sisters and comrades who are marching in No King's marches across the world today. You are not alone. Our solidarity is real. Our connection is fierce. Our love is radical. San Francisco, we see you and we invite you to rise with us. Create with us. Imagine with us. How? Where do we begin? We gather survivors and the groups that work with them and support them every day. We gather artists, musicians, drummers, filmmakers, poets, singers, of course, activists and organizations that work at the intersections of violence in our homes, in our workplaces, in prison, on our borders, and in these policies. We listen, we create, we name what is happening, we share our rage, our grief, our joy. We use our art, which makes the impossible possible. And we build what comes next together. Our solidarity is our power. In the crowd, there are folks with red 1 Billion Rising ribbons like this one. We invite you, they're going to spread out. We invite you to take them. We invite you to rise with us, to join us. You can, I'm not sure if the screen is on. Anyway, you can go to 1billionrising.org. Sign up, join us. We'll be in touch with you. We're going to be organizing here in San Francisco, and we want every single one of you with us. And now, Taina has a rising calling, and I'm going to hand back that mic.
Give it up for Susan Celia Swan and the movement of 1 Billion Rising. Can I? All right, so this is where we're going to invite you into the song. We're going to rise. We're going to do a rising right here, right now. Y'all with me? All right, so this is where you're going to sing, because this movement is not a spectator sport, right? This is, we are in this together. We're doing this collectively, one collective and powerful voice. Are y'all with me? And I have my sisters here, Emma's Revolution. Emma's Revolution is here with us. I also have Erika Padilla, an incredible artist as well, here with us today. They're going to do your part with you. So this is a call and response. all right? So I'm going to do a call, and then you're going to respond. And the response is, we rise. Can you all do that with me? We rise. Let me hear you one more time.
We rise.
Okay, so there'll be different harmonies and layers. You come in wherever it makes sense to you. It could just be, we rise. If you don't want to sing, it could be, we rise. We can chant it out. Y'all ready? Let's do this. And also, I'm sorry, there's one more thing, because this movement is the rhythm of rebellion. So we're going to need that rhythm. So we're going to have to put our hands together, right? When ICE targets migrants,
We rise.
we will rise in defiance.
We rise.
When detentions extend,
We rise.
when abuse is the pain,
We rise.
when survivors are silenced,
We rise.
this is gender-based violence.
We rise.
When fear is the weapon,
We rise.
when trans safety is threatened,
We rise.
when care is denied,
We rise.
when borders divide,
We rise.
when truth is unspoken,
We rise.
when families are broken,
We rise.
rise for immigrant justice,
We rise.
rise for climate justice,
We rise.
to end patriarchy,
We rise.
to say no kings.
We rise.
Masses take to the streets,
We rise.
and the youth take the lead.
We rise.
We will take back our power,
We rise.
'cause the future is ours.
We rise.
'Cause the future is ours. 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 We rise. Let me hear y'all. We rise. Give it up one more time for Emma's Revolution and Erika Padilla and 1 Billion Rising. Peace, love, and liberation.
It's me, I'm back. Hyena. There we go. Hey, I think we've got things sorted out. Yes, now. Oh boy. They took the good mic. Joining us from now is Freddie Martin from Glide.
Hello.
Hey, I prayed for a mic with no glitches. My name is Freddie Martin, Minister Freddie Martin. I'm with Glide Memorial Church. This is called America Needs. Ain't no power like the power of the people, and the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Ain't no power of the people like the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Let's talk about where we are in America. We're standing in a moment that demands more than comfort, more than silence, more than waiting our turn. That's why we are all gathered here today. America is drifting, but we are deciding. Whether that decision is whispered at your kitchen table, shouted in the streets, spoken on the steps of San Francisco City Hall, in the Sacramento state corridors, or carried all the way to the White House, make no mistake, this is a turning point. This is a revolution of conscience, a revolution of what's right, a revolution of everything that we need, because we know when something's wrong. We feel it when fairness is missing. We see it when power serves itself instead of the people, and we are done pretending otherwise. Woo! The rent is too damn high. Prices are going up everywhere, in every sector, in every aisle, at every gas pump, in every pocket, in every wallet, in every purse, in every home.
Decisions are being made without our input, without our knowledge. Decisions that are supposed to be made with us, for us, with the best interest of all of us in mind, and in a way that's fair and democratic. We are done with systems that ask us to be patient while they deny us our dignity, basic human rights, and meaningful visibility. We're done with leadership that picks who gets justice, who gets money, or who gets power instead of lifting everyone up. We are done with the idea that basic human needs are somehow negotiable. Let's say it plainly so no one can misunderstand. Housing is a human right. Education is a human right. Healthcare is a human right. Art is a human right. Creative expression is a human right. The freedom to believe, to practice, to gather in spirit and truth, that is a human right. These are not privileges handed down from power. They are promises that must be upheld by it, bringing us to something radical, something bold, something unshakable. We need no kings. Not here, not now, not ever. No kings is not just a phrase, it's a principle. No kings means that no one sits above the law. The unredacted versions of the Epstein files must be released to everyone. No kings means power answers to the people, not the other way around. Everyone needs to be housed with dignity, affordably, and treated with respect, landlords. No kings means freedom is not selective, conditional, or controlled. Reparations for all African Americans, Native American Indians, and atonement for all those who have been enslaved in America. No kings means women have the right to choose what happens to their own bodies without interference, without permission, without apology. No kings means men have the right to love who they love and express who they are, to live without fear or judgment, harassment, or control. No kings means truth is not hidden, edited, or rationed. It means transparency is not optional, it's required. Clergy who have abused and sexually abused congregants need to be held accountable, and the survivors need recompense, retribution, healing, and justice. No kings means a government that does not rule over people, but works for them and with them, and listens to them, reflects them, and represents them. Because the moment we allow kings, whether they wear crowns, tiaras, suits, titles, or influence, we surrender the very thing that defines this nation, the idea that power belongs to all of us. This is not about the left or the right. It's not about party or personality. This is about principle. It's about whether we still believe in a country where freedom is shared, not granted, where justice is equal, not negotiated, where dignity is universal, not selective. So wherever you are, in your home, in your city, in your community, speak, stand, organize, demand better, not because it's easy, not because it's comfortable, but because it's necessary. Because history does not remember those who stayed quiet when it mattered. It remembers those who stood up and said, "We need no kings." Ain't no power like the power of the people, and the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people, and the power of the people don't stop. Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people. Power of the people don't stop. Say what? Ain't no power like the power of the people. Power of the people don't stop.
That was Freddie Martin from Glide. I want to bring to the stage the current poet laureate of San Francisco, Jenny Lim.
How y'all doing? Yeah, all right, this is San Francisco. Yeah, you don't gag order us, we're poets. We started the free speech movement in the Bay Area, right? Yeah, we started ethnic studies, Black Panthers, free lunch program, Vietnam War, anti-Vietnam War, we did it. Water is life, war is death. We are going in the wrong direction, and we were here today to bring us back to the light, to bring us back on track. Because this war cannot be won. The fire of the cross, the hatred of the other, the pleasure elicited from humiliation, the aberration of moral justice, it is the business of beasts, not men. For who can forget the cries of torture or suffering, the collateral damage and the mass graves paid for with our US dollars? And who pays for all the mistakes of war, the miscalculations of those precision bombs falling on schoolgirls, hospitals, and churches, the run on missile interceptors, the limited supply of munitions, or the human cost of enemy retaliation? Who accounts for the unaccounted for, the afterthought about what to do with the civilians stranded in the crossfire with nowhere to run? The ships that can't pass through the Strait of Hormuz to get that gas and oil through. Oh, this war will not be over as long as breath stirs in the battlefield with shrapnel in the heart. The masterminds in the Situation Room regurgitate wealth from the rigged algorithms. Petroleum, gas, coal, quarries of blood diamonds, rubies, sapphires, gold, purgatories of global profits, and minerals liberated in a mnemonic litany of deception, waged on the ashes of our forgotten. This war cannot be won because it is a war against mothers and children. It is a war against the grass, the trees, the stars, and the moon. It is an indictment against all of us, against humanity. Oh, mothers ravished, oh, children abandoned. How is it possible that the spit of the master shines even as it crushes the neck of a child? We are the children of dust and omissions, the tip of the seed that festers in men's greed and desire. Take our darkness and swallow it whole. Take our suffering that you might taste the fire of our revolt igniting beneath you. War is madness. What lies beyond the power of a bomb, beyond the ultimatum of threats, beyond the lies of the liberator who hands you a map in exchange for your land, your oil, your gas, your women? What is empire but the slaughterhouse of our dreams, a hungry ghost that feeds on itself? The president yells, "Rise," beating his chest in the custom of Chief Gorilla, and his minions rise. The president yells, "Attack," and his armies fire the missiles. He raises the flag of victory over the dead and wounded innocents as if their blood were the biblical parting of the Red Sea. Oh no, war does not forgive. War does not forget. It repeats itself in a delusional cycle to usurp history from nature. Like mice on a treadmill, ignoring cause and effect, believing that killing is heroic and fighting the end game for peace. No, war is death, and it will always be death. Stowed in decaying bowels, mangled limbs, smoldering roofs, iron walls, turned to rubble and ash. It's a black cloud, meaningless suffering in an insatiable lust for conquest from which humanity will lose in its desecration of life. We will end this war. We will end this presidency now. Thank you. Keep it up. Fire.
Oh, guys. Hey, there we go. I'm back. You saying I'm back. Thank you. So I'm going to introduce a group of veterans. I'm just going to introduce John, and John's going to be the moderator for us. So John and our veterans, please take it away.
Check it out! San Francisco, how the hell are you? My name is John Kelly, and I am a third-generation combat veteran. I'm a nurse, and I'm a union steward, and I get all my care at the VA. So this fight is personal. I'm standing here with my fellow veterans from Veterans for Peace.
My name is Mike Wong. I'm the Vice President of the San Francisco Chapter of Veterans for Peace, and I also serve on the National Board. Veterans for Peace demands an end to the war on Iran, an end to the war on Venezuela, an end to the war at home, and an end to wars around the world. End the forever wars. Peace.
We are also here with the Veterans Healthcare Policy Institute. And About Face.
Hello, I'm with Veterans for Peace. We're for the people, we're against the war. Brothers, sisters, friends, comrades, you have a place, and it is with us.
I'm with Common Defense, and we have representative from the American Legion, Alexander Hamilton, Post 448.
Hello, everyone. My name is Veronica Fembres, and Post 448 is the only LGBTQ. Is there? It's a microphone. LGBT post in the nation, recognized by the American Legion. I proudly served as Commissioner of Veterans Affairs, the first transgender officer in the history of the city and county of San Francisco. And I am an honorable, proud Navy veteran.
Let's hear it for all the veterans out there. Let's all hear it for the people who support veterans. When the moment calls, veterans rise to it. Please stop by their tables and learn more about these veteran-led organizations. Before I go any further, we see you, we stand with you, and we're proud to be here beside you, especially our trans veterans those still fighting to be recognized and respected at home. We took an oath to defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that oath does not expire when we take off our uniform. Right now, that oath is calling us again, because what generations built is under threat. Let's be clear about what the VA actually is. The VA is one of the largest public healthcare systems in this country. It serves 9 million veterans. It plays a pivotal role in irreplaceable training for healthcare professionals, with over 40 healthcare professions trained throughout the VA. It has driven medical breakthroughs from the pacemaker to the shingles vaccine that benefit everyone. That is not expendable, that's essential. And this is real for me. My former unit, the 82nd Airborne Division, was deployed to Iran. Those young men and women will come back. Some will come back wounded. Who will help them? Who will be there? Check, check. These young men and women, just like I was, answering the call. They're going to go and they're going to serve. Here's the question. Because at the same time we're sending them to war, we're talking about weakening the very system that was built to care for them. This is unacceptable. We cannot send people to war and then abandon them when they come home. My personal experience with the VA has been exceptional and truly life-changing. I don't say that lightly because I've lived the difference firsthand. During a sleep study, it was found that my heart had stopped for several seconds. I went to a private doctor and he told me that I needed a pacemaker right away. I went back to the VA where they knew me and they told me, you don't need that at all. That's the difference between the VA and for-profit healthcare. The VA is built around people, not profit. It didn't happen by accident. It took generations of veterans fighting together to build access to housing, education, healthcare, and jobs. Those fights should not stop with us. They should belong to everyone. Veterans are a part of every community. We are doctors, nurses, lawyers, and your neighbors. Instead of turning away, we came home ready to keep fighting. So today is our moment. We stand with union workers. We defend the VA. Thank you. My back's getting a little sore. There. There. Thank you. This fight will not be short. It will not be easy, but we have done this before. Veterans have always answered the call, and today we answer it again. San Francisco, thank you for listening, for showing up, and for standing with us. Sharing my story means something because you are here. It's my honor to introduce Oscar Abulu. He's a Marine Corps veteran and community organizer, and former campaign manager Rashida Tlaib.
We want to, there it is, there it is.
Check, check, check.
1, 2, 1, 2. Just want to make sure. I'm going to look. Oh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. I'm going to look at your thumbs up and let me know if everybody. Good afternoon, San Francisco. Check. Good afternoon, freedom fighters. Good afternoon, activists. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Oscar Arbulu. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, a first-generation Latino, a San Francisco kid, and a member of a lot of these great institutions and veteran organizations that are behind me. I'm so proud to be here and so honored to be able to speak in front of all of you. Folks, not all veterans love war. Veterans fight for peace. Not all veterans blindly follow orders. Veterans stand up when something is wrong. Not all veterans fit in someone else's political box. Veterans think for ourselves. Not all veterans are conservative. Veterans are out there fighting for civil rights, working people, and for dignity. Not all veterans stay silent. Veterans organize, like the folks behind me and all of us here. Why? Because one, two. Check, check. There it is. Now I'm hearing it. Why? One, two. I'm going to keep going, folks, and hopefully, check, mic check. Because veterans have seen the cost. We've seen what happens when power goes unchecked. We've seen who pays the price. And that's why veterans are fighting for things like the VA, one of the best healthcare systems in America, built for people, not for profit. That's why we're here, because what we're seeing in this country is real. Working people are being pushed aside. Our communities are being targeted, and systems built to serve the people are being chipped away. And as veterans, we know exactly what that means. We will not let our health care be taken. We will not let jobs be stolen. We will not let our housing become out of reach, and we will not let our rights that everyone deserves, be taken and rolled back, not on our end. And the truth is, veterans across the country are already stepping up, like the folks here. Veterans for Peace are speaking out against endless wars. Through Common Defense, veterans are organizing in their communities. Through About Face, veterans are challenging the systems that were sent for us to fight. And through the Veterans Healthcare Policy Institute, we are defending the VA. Folks, this is what service looks like now for veterans. So, what can we all do? We can organize. Veterans need to talk to other veterans. We need to bring them in. We need to remind them that their oath still means something. And to everyone else here, we stand with you, because this is not just about veterans. This is about whether this country works for us all. So we will build something that lasts. We will build organized pressure that does not disappear after today or after a rally. We connect veterans, unions, students, faith leaders, and working families. We demand accountability. We will make it real uncomfortable for the people in power. That's how power shifts, and that's how we protect what we fought for. Thank you so much. Folks, and now we're going to introduce to our keynote speaker, John Kecker, a Marine Corps veteran.
Wow. This is not an easy time to be a veteran. The Trump administration is slashing veterans' health care, along with lots of other civilian health care. They're firing good leaders, not just generals and admirals, but also NCOs, enlisted. And just today, they've announced that they're not going to promote black or women colonel to general. But worst of all, we're seeing the same mistakes and the same incompetence that got us deployed in forever wars going all the way back to Vietnam. The draft dodger in chief has started a vicious war without consulting anybody except his sycophants, and he didn't even plan for the inevitable backlash. It's a war of choice with no objective, no strategy, and no exit. War should be the last resort, not the first, as all veterans know. Trump seems to have no interest or remorse for the human suffering that war causes, not just for Americans and Iranians, but for people all over the Middle East. Under Trump, long-cherished beliefs about the rule of law and executive restraint have simply disappeared. But this is no longer just an assault on democracy and the rule of law. Now, the illegal use of our military is an assault on our Marines, airmen, soldiers, and sailors. This administration's incompetence is simply staggering. The administration did not even think about the Straits of Hormuz and keeping them open until after it had killed thousands of people, including blowing up a girls' school. Since early last year, Trump has approved bombing in Somalia, Yemen, Iraq, Syria, Nigeria on Christmas Day, Iran, and Venezuela, all without congressional approval or even notice. He has used the military in American cities to deal with emergencies that don't exist, that he made up. He tries to politicize our military to fight battles against Americans, and who he calls the enemy within. That's you, all the No Kings attendees. He told a gathering of high-ranking generals and admirals at Quantico, we should have some of these dangerous cities, like San Francisco, as training grounds for our military. From Trump starting a war against Iran where no threat to the United States was imminent, to telling commanders to train their troops for war in American cities, Trump has put himself above the law while using the full force of the state to pursue his adversaries, to pardon his buddies, while having his enemies prosecuted. Not to mention the self-aggrandizement and grotesque corruption as he uses his office to enrich himself and his family. He lies about voter fraud. He defies judges' orders on immigration policy and much else. Accountability simply doesn't exist. You can't trust anything coming out of this administration. So, what can we do to resist? I have faith in the will of the American people to resist autocrats, and particularly a madman like Trump. And the resistance in Minneapolis to ICE and its goon squads is a good example. We should all insist that Congress reclaim its power over the use of force domestically and war abroad. Support state and local leaders who stand up to Trump. Urge the military to stay loyal to the Constitution and refuse illegal orders. Veterans, call out and oppose Trump's misuse of the military. We know better than anybody the tremendous human and financial cost of war. He's already used the military to kill citizens in American cities, Minneapolis. Now he wants Congress to approve $200 billion while he's cutting for the war in Iran, while he's cutting health care for veterans and for millions of Americans. He's sending our troops to the Middle East for war. Who do you think will do the fighting? Certainly not Trump's billionaires or their kids. Veterans who were willing to risk their lives in combat have a lifelong commitment to protect our community and our country. We need to lead the resistance. When I was in the Marines, there was no black, white, or brown. We were all green, which was the color of our uniform. In a firefight, it didn't matter what color your fellow Marine was, or what his politics were, or what his religion was. We had each other's back. We need that kind of solidarity in the face of Trump's war on democracy and on sanity. I wear this shirt every Veterans Day and Memorial Day. On the back are, there are 1,000 names of people in my battalion, Marines in my battalion, 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines, who were killed in Vietnam. Trump called these people that went to war and got killed or got captured losers and suckers. No matter how you feel about the Vietnam War or the wars since then, these Marines and soldiers and sailors and airmen who died in that war were not losers or suckers. They were the opposite. Honor them by never, ever giving up your resistance to what Trump has done and wants to do to destroy the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you so much for our veterans. We're running a little behind on schedule. And yes, thank you, Oscar. I was told that the streets are open, so please be careful with through traffic. I think it's the ones all the way around us. So if you're walking around, the streets are open. I'm gonna bring up our next speaker. She is from CNA. She's the president of CNA. Where are my nurses at? 5051 and Indivisible were both sponsors or endorsers of AB 1900, and it would have been malpractice if we didn't have them on. They've also been one of our closest allies. We've had them speak at every one of our rallies, and when I reached out, I said, hey, we're not ending that. So please help me bring up Michelle Vogt.
What's up, Bay Area? What's up, Bay Area? All right. My name is Michelle Gutierrez-Vo. I've been a registered nurse for 29 years, and I'm also a president of the California Nurses Association, National Nurses Organizing Committee. And we're here to fight. We're all here today to show the people running our country what we, the people, think of their plans. They want to destroy our health care, invade our cities, bomb innocent people, and turn a con man into a king. We're all here today because we refuse to let that happen. If you agree with me, say, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good. Here's the reality for us as nurses. The Trump administration is defunding health care. Meanwhile, they're funneling money to tech companies, defense contractors, and ICE. They want to shut down hospitals while paying for bombs to drop on people, masked thugs to kidnap people, and AI to replace people. They want to destroy our health care and sicken our society.
And they want billionaires to cash in on our suffering. Union nurses know we can't just talk about the problems. We need to figure out the solutions. And we know that's why we need to abolish ICE. And we need to end Trump's war on Iran and the genocide in Gaza and end the blockade on Cuba. Whether at home or abroad, harm always takes away from care. Harm is the federal agent who murdered Alex Preddy in Minneapolis. Harm is the bombs being dropped on innocent people in Gaza, Iran, Lebanon, and across the world. Harm is the patients dying in Cuban hospitals because of the U.S. blockade on fuel. That's right. We need health care, not warfare. We need to stop harm so we can provide care. We need to provide care so we can have a healthy society. And we need to fight for Medicare for all. Because health care is a human right. We need to care about everyone who needs health care, housing, and a good union job. We need to care about our children's education, and we need to care about ending corporate domination of our lives. We need to care about people being forced to leave home, whether it's because of war, U.S. foreign policy, or higher rents. We need to care about our planet, our safety, our peace, and the beauty of the one life we're each given. I am a nurse because I care. You don't have to be a nurse to care. And we're all here today because we all fucking care. Thank you for caring and keep caring. It's the best way forward we have. So when we fight, thank you.
I'm going to bring up our next poet, Tarita McCall.
No kings, right? No kings. So I know we're on the no kings, no kings, no. Okay, I'm going to get into this. I want to do my 5 minutes and be respectful of everyone's time. Right? Time. It's like, okay. Her Sermon on the Mount, because our babies are suffering. And all of us were once babies, correct? Oh, yes, we were once babies. So, her Sermon on the Mount, God, He's good all the time. All the time, God, He's good. He watches over us. He takes care of us. Watch them take my baby, rape my baby, hang my baby, shoot my baby, lynch, butcher, and burn my baby, drown my baby, castrate my baby, lobotomize my baby, jail my baby, traffic my baby, imprison my baby, take land, culture, history, and home away from us and our babies, because God is good. He works in mysterious ways. Oh, yes, He does. His ways are mysterious. God, he's good, 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 so good all the time, all the time. God, he's good all the time, watching them commit genocide on our babies, kidnapping our babies, drugging our babies, make them prey on our babies, prostitute our babies, starving our babies, miseducating our babies, turning them into killers, sending our babies to war to return them in flag-covered coffins, our babies, shooting our babies, offering them up as sacrifices for our sins, sending them to a better place because we're born broken, don't you know? God, he's good. He's good all the time, all the time, all the time. My country tis of thee, sweet, sweet, sweet one nation under God, with liberty and justice for shh, quiet child. That God switched habitats for humanity off long ago. He demands insanity, runs his worship, cut stars from sky, gave Ankh a hysterectomy, now a cross we bear. Death commands, we rely on his word. His will be done, kills her son, because this God is not into woman, earth, children from the womb waters, nor is he into sun, moon, reasons the season seas, cooked just right. Her mathematics unholy, her knowledge a sin in this garden. Only he can be righteous. Are you listening, child? Your prayer ends with amen. A group of men casting monotheistic charms, absolving one another from fault without end. But know this, child. Dog is man's best friend, not woman. Can you see? The anadrome for dog is God. Whether coming or going, this spell tells you to sit, heal, fetch, stay down, bitch, and wonder not why you are treated worse than, or why you cannot think beyond his dependency. Ask what is blasphemy, sacrilege, heresy. What does that look like? How does it behave? What is its purpose? Who pronounced its judgment? What epistemic rims support the gate of this castle? What kind of membrane allows certain things in and certain things out for the good of itself? Who will it serve? God? Is he good? Is he good? Is he good all the time? It's up to us to be the God we trust. Please come and hear us Ethnotech at the Marsh on May 2nd, and that is called Strong Like Bamboo. We have all nationalities representing storytelling to share how we come together and be aware of how to make things happen for all of us. So we give thanks today, and no more kings, no more kings, and no more elitist attitudes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
I will. I promised Tarita I was going to do a promo, and she read it herself, but I'm still going to do it again. Tarita will be performing with Ethnotech as part of the San Francisco International Arts Festival on Saturday, May 2nd. So check that out. She was great. I'm going to bring up one of my favorite people to the stage now, Alex Yuen.
What up, people? Why don't you all get closer if you're able? Because it's easier to talk to you. It's easiest to be in community if we are closer. Not that close. No, I'm teasing. Just keep coming. Just keep coming. Let's make this a rally. Let's end with a rally. Come on. Get us in here. Come on. Get us in here. Hey. Come on. Get us in here. I know it's been a long day, and I really appreciate all of you for staying this long for the transgender, queer, and non-binary happy hour right now that we're about to do. Ariel Bowser.
This is our national anthem, Lift Every Voice. So if you guys know the words, please sing along. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Let's put your hands together for Ariel Bowser. Bowseriel, and this is my niece, and she's one of the top Billboard artists, so look her up. All right, my turn. Okay, so let me just get rid of that. So look at us. Give yourselves a round of applause because you hung out and we're here. You know, we had 100,000 people today. And you know, when the city gives you only 100,000, how many you think was really there? It's probably 150. So this is what 100,000 people looks like when we realize our own power and choose to rise together. Let's also give a big cheer to the organizers. I am Alex Ewan. Along with Empress Juanita Moore, we co-founded the People's March, bringing queer, non-binary, trans, brown, black, and indigenous people to the forefront and making sure that we are recognized at Pride. I'd like for you guys to join us, mark this down, on June 27th, because we're doing a special march just like this, and it's going to be highlighting our queer, non-binary, and trans sibling, and we are going to start at the Embarcadero on Saturday, June 27th at 10 o'clock. So come join us. We'd love to have you all there. I am a proud Black, non-binary, queer, and I am not intimidated. I am prepared. Before I continue, we have to hold space for the ones that are missing from this protest today. So let's give a shout out to the ones at work right now because they couldn't afford to be here, but they have their fist up in solidarity. Let's also give props to the families too afraid to come today, the ones who fear being snatched off the street just for being who they are. And we actually saw some of them waving at us from the window. and now they know we are here for them. To my trans and non-binary siblings, it sucks that you are under a federal siege. They have turned the government into a weapon against your very bodies. But look at you. You are here. You are the bravest people on this planet, and as long as I have breath in me, you will never walk alone. And I have to shout out to the person who keeps me standing. To my love of 28 years, you are my backbone. Being white and married to a black person in the 21st century still isn't a walk in the park. But it's a choice you make every day to stand in the fire with me, and thank you for never flinching. In a classroom or access health care that saves their lives. And now they've come for the adults. They are attacking our right to work, our right to marry, our right to walk the street without a target on our back. They want to shrink our world until they think they can fit us all in an encampment. Is that right? Hell no, it's not right. I was told I can't swear. There you go. You can swear. I can't swear. So why don't you all say it? Thank you. Now the airways can't find me, but they can find you all. Thank you, baby. But our difference is our power. We are the queer voices they try to bury. We are the trans siblings they try to silence. We are the black and brown bodies they try to break. We are human beings, and we are done being diminished. They say we're unfit for their world. Well, good. Then they better start getting used to our world. Because we are the legacy of survival that does not back down from a fight for our rights. But remember, people, solidarity that doesn't require labor is just a hobby. Let me say that again. Solidarity that doesn't require labor is just a hobby. But I'm talking to the choir today, because I know you do the work. So let's continue to do the work. Let's continue to divest. If you haven't already, take your money out of the institutions that fund our erasure. If they bankroll hate, they don't get a dime of your power. Let's continue to disrupt. Organize your workplaces and your schools for May 1st. Make the machinery of this country stop until our humanity is recognized. So on May 1st, no work, no school, no shopping, no silence. Let's hear you say it. No work. No silence. And let's continue to defend. Find a local trans-led organization today and set up a recurring donation. We must protect our own and fund our own survival. When trans lives are under attack, what do we do? When trans lives are under attack, what do we do? When queer lives are under attack, what do we do? When queer lives are under attack, what do we do? When black and brown lives are under attack, what do we do? When black and brown lives are under attack, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Stay loud, stay proud, and stay together. We are here. Thank you. I have the honor to bring up my trans siblings who are going to share stories with you or give you advice on some things. but I really would love for you to hold them in your heart. It's not easy to be this vulnerable sometimes. So let me bring up my sibling, Calder Storm. Calder is a gay trans man with the Rainbow Families Action that has a table back there. We'd love for you to visit them. And visit Bay Resistance if you can. He lives in San Francisco with his trans masculine husband. They're 2 teenagers, one who's non-binary and one is trans. Put your hands together for Calder Storm.
Thank you, Alex. It's an honor to be here among this group of speakers. Hi, I'm Calder. Today, I want to tell you the story of a Black trans woman named Erica Mosley. She was born on March 21st, 1980 in Los Angeles into a modest but happy life with her parents and older brother. When she was 6 years old, her father left the family and her mother became addicted to drugs, often leaving Erica and her brother home alone for days with no food or electricity. Erica's childhood was spent in a series of temporary foster homes where she endured a myriad of unspeakable abuse, often at the hands of the adults whose care she'd been placed in. She eventually found herself taken in by local gang members and participated in a serious crime at only 17 years old. She was tried as an adult and received a life sentence in prison. Erica began trying to unpack her trauma in order to understand the turns her life had taken. She spent a year in a hospital ward for inmates dedicated to therapy and healing and was chosen as a mentor for new arrivals. She discovered more of her authentic self and came out as bisexual. She went on to come out as trans while incarcerated. Even though she was housed in a California state prison, she fought for over 2 years to acquire basic hormones and even longer for additional gender-affirming care. Despite her years living as a woman, she was always incarcerated in a men's prison. Erica finished her GED, began writing poetry, and became a longtime pen pal in a program for incarcerated trans people. She even wrote a memoir. Erica served 23 years before being released on a strict parole in 2022. She found work, learned that she loved being in nature, trying new foods, and attending WeHo drag shows. Although she never received a single violation, Erica's release date from parole was continually pushed back, most recently to December of 2027. Last week, Erica decided she was finished enduring the crushing weight of the carceral system. She felt certain that the world contained a lot of love, and she was at peace with her decision. More than anything, Erica wanted to see Ocean Beach. She put her feet in the water for the first time since she was a child. On Thursday, March 19th, 2 days before her 46th birthday, and on one of the warmest and most stunning days in San Francisco history, she waded into the waves as far as she could until she was carried away by the tide and took her last breath. In her final acts, she found dignity through autonomy never previously granted to her. 47% of Black trans women are incarcerated at some point in their lifetime. Of those, 50% are denied gender-affirming care. These are not just statistics. These are real live people like Erica. These are some of society's most vulnerable. We must not look away. Erica didn't have the chance to experience childhood as the girl she was. Trans children know who they are and deserve the dignity in life that Erica was only able to achieve by leaving life behind. If you are moved by what you've heard, you can search Help Incarcerated Trans People and donate to or volunteer with the national and local organizations that are doing this work. Thank you very much for listening to Erica's story.
I was so not paying attention. I'm sorry, Calder. But that was a beautiful story, and thank you for sharing it. All right, so let's bring up to the stage Dr. Susan Stryker is an award-winning filmmaker for the documentary Screaming Queens, the riot at the Compton's cafeteria, and a historian whose most recent book is Transgender History, a resource for today's struggle and tomorrow. Put your hands together for Dr. Susan Stryker.
Well, hello, San Franciscans. Thanks for hanging around. As you heard, my name's Susan Stryker. I'm here to say a few words about transgender history in this city, but I also want to give a quick shout out to Bay Resistance, a group that supports anti-fascist community organizing. I am a member of the Bay Resistance Action Pod in the neighborhood where I live, which is Bernal Heights. If you want to get involved in your neighborhood, sign up with Bay Resistance. I think they're tabling, or at least they were earlier, and get plugged into your community. Now, Alex just said I made this film called Screaming Queens, The Riot at Compton's Cafeteria. Anybody ever heard of the Compton's Cafeteria riot? Yeah. Yeah, and for those of you who haven't, there's a play you can go see about it called the Compton's Cafeteria Play. But Compton's was a 24-hour restaurant at the corner of Turk and Taylor Streets, right over there in the Tenderloin, where trans women, drag queens, queer kids who'd been kicked out of their families, and other neighborhood folks just trying to survive all used to hang out together late at night. When the cops raided the place one August night in 1966, 3 years before Stonewall, one of the queens threw her cup of coffee in the cop's face, and all hell broke loose. Yeah, raise that hell. Patrons pushed the cops back out into the streets, and as more cops showed up to start making mass arrests, people poured out of the nearby SRO hotels and dive bars to join the fight. Before it was over, there were hundreds of people in the street. That night, the people of the Tenderloin, led by a bunch of screaming queens like me, resisted an unjust power that was trying to grind them down. That night, the people fought back. And you know what? You know what? They won. It was the first successful act of collective militant resistance to anti-trans and anti-queer oppression in United States history. That's a San Francisco legacy. Well, today we have another fight at Turk and Taylor because the old site of the Compton's Cafeteria is now owned by Geo Group. Do you know Geo Group? It's a multi-billion-dollar private prison company that contracts with ICE to build detention centers. Yeah, we need to liberate that property now, not just from police repression, but from the incarceration and detention complex. So abolish ICE, but abolish prisons to go along with that. Back in 1966, my trans sisters and their allies left their mark in the history books, just like we need to leave our mark in the history books now. When we come together like they did, when we stand our ground like they did, we too can win. That night, those streets were their streets. And today, you know what I'm going to say? You're going to say it with me. Today, these streets are our streets. That's right. That's right. So, trans liberation now. Free Palestine, no war, no ICE, no kings, all power to the people, and I will see you in the street.
Keep your hands together for Dr. Susan Stryker. Now, coming up, sorry, that was my bad. That wasn't even the mic. And it's because sometimes these things act up. Okay, coming up to the stage is Suzanne Ford, who is the executive director of San Francisco Pride. She is the first transgender executive director of the most iconic queer organization in the world. And that is San Francisco Pride. She was named to the Out 100 in 2025 by Out magazine. Put your hands together and let's welcome Suzanne Ford.
Hello, yes, my name is Suzanne Ford. My pronouns are she, her, and I am the executive director of the most iconic queer organization in the world, San Francisco Pride. Now, if you know the history of Pride, 56 years ago, people in New York and San Francisco had had enough. After Stonewall, after Compton's, it happened a few years before that. And San Francisco Pride was born out of standing up to oppression, just like you're doing today. Our job at San Francisco Pride, just like your job, is to liberate our people, and we're not going backwards. So, we have heard the criticism about corporatization of Pride. And we, along with the People's March, Indivisible, SF, the Dyke March, on Saturday morning, June 27th. We're not having a parade on June 27th on Saturday morning. We're having a political march going down Market Street that will end right here. I expect to see all of you there. And I'm going to cut mine short today because you all have been so good to still be here. But I want to say one thing to you. Trans people on this stage, in this city, in this state, in this country, got up this morning and decided to risk everything to be who we are. Are you going to help us or what? Thank you.
Right on, Susan, right on. Put your hands together again for Suzanne Ford. Now I have the special honor of bringing a little buddy of mine up here. Eric is a runner. Eric is a scout in 10th grade, goes to Oakland Public High School, and is the sweetest kid that you ever want to know. So put your hands together for Eric.
Hello, everyone. I want to start by thanking you all again for coming here today. It's seeing so many people standing in solidarity that's giving me hope for the future. My name is Eric. I'm a trans boy who receives gender-affirming care, and I'm here today because I am sick and tired of the government turning my health care and that of other trans kids into a debate. For years now, conservatives continue to attack trans people through sports, bathrooms, passports, and every other way they can attempt to deny us equality in the most simple aspects of life. And now, Trump is trying to withhold Medicare and Medicaid funding from any hospital that dares to treat trans youth with the same standards as everybody else. The same people who are claiming that they want to protect the children refuse to listen to us when we tell them that we feel trapped or scared or depressed because it was never really about protecting us. What we need is to stop giving politicians more control over healthcare than the doctors who are actually trained in providing it. When the Trump administration threatens trans kids' right to determine healthcare under the guidance of their families, therapists, doctors, they threaten the rest of Americans' healthcare too, because it's not going to stop with us. Already, gender-affirming care is starting to be restricted to those who are ages 19 or older instead of just legal adulthood. Already, doctors are being overruled when it comes to abortions. Already, doctors are being overruled when it comes to vaccines, and abortions are being restricted across the country. If we don't fight back now, the goalposts are going to keep being moved over and over because we have allowed America to be run by a bunch of power-hungry billionaires. Gender-affirming healthcare is life-saving health care for so many trans kids. And to attempt to eliminate it is simply an act of cruelty, just like every other atrocity this administration commits under the pretense of making America great again. I refuse to wait for a bunch of hateful politicians to decide whether or not I should get to live my life fully. I do not want to grow up in a body that is foreign to me. Every week when I look in the mirror after taking my testosterone injection, I feel like I recognize the person I see a little bit more. We should not have to put our lives on hold because of the willful ignorance of those in power. Trans people deserve to grow up in bodies that feel like homes and not prisons. I deserve to grow up in a body that feels like mine. When trans rights are under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. When democracy is under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. When Americans are under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. Thank you.
Keep your hands together for Eric. Keep your hands together. Eric is our future. Got to support our future. So, our last speaker, you're supposed to go, oh. That was weak. You're supposed to go, oh. You better do it again or else I'm going to make you do a cheer. All right, that's better. Is Honey Mahogany. Honey is a San Francisco native who is the co-founder of the Transgender District and a co-owner of the Stud Bar. Honey currently works as the director of the Office of Transgender Initiatives for the City and County of San Francisco. Her work has earned her recognition from the state of California, sainthood from the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, and awards from the Human Rights Campaign, the Glide Center for Social Justice, and the Women's Foundation of California. Put your hands together for Honey Mahogany. Come on, people.
All right, how we doing, San Francisco? Today is a beautiful day. Today, I had the privilege to march down Market Street alongside the People's March and Rainbow Families Action. Let's hear it for Rainbow Families Action. Today is a beautiful day because despite the fact that they have already introduced over 700 anti-trans bills this year, and scholars are warning the U.S. has started a genocide against trans people, I am black, I am trans, and I'm still here. Today is a beautiful day because even though they are revoking trans people's IDs in Kansas, banning trans people from bathrooms and sports, and attempting to strip away our health care, I know that all of us here and millions of people across the country and across the world are standing up to fight back. I am here to stand in opposition to the rise of fascism and the destruction of our democracy because I believe in bodily autonomy. I believe that Black Lives Matter. I believe that we have a right to health care, housing, and education. I believe in the right to organize. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in the separation of church and state. And I believe that none of us are free until we are all free, and that includes a free Congo, a free Sudan, and a free Palestine. I feel lucky to be here in the heart of San Francisco because this is hallowed ground. Our ancestors walked these streets, worked these streets, and fought back in these streets. This is the home of the Compton's cafeteria riots. This is the home of Jose Sarria, the first openly queer person to run for office, who also established the first LGBT nonprofit in the world. This is the home of Harvey Milk, the first openly gay person to ever be elected. Del Martin and Phyllis Lyon founded the first national organization for lesbians here, the Daughters of Bilitis, and the very first queer democratic club, the Alice B. Toklas Democratic Club. And when they got married in 2004, Phyllis and Del became the first gay couple to ever be married, legally. The Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence were founded in San Francisco. Drag Story Hour began here too, and this is still the home of the only Office of Transgender Initiatives and the world's first transgender cultural district. The queer and trans history of this city is so important because it is our collective history, and no matter how hard they try, they will never erase us. People have come to this city from every corner of this world, and in every corner of this world, there are trans people. From the Hijras of India to the Fa'afafine and Fakaileiti of Samoa and Tonga, the Mahus of the Hawaiian Islands, the Mushes of Mexico, the Burneshas of Europe, the Madoku Dako of Uganda, and the Ashtime of Ethiopia, and the Two-Spirit people of this land. Trans people are here. We have always been here. We will always be here. And we are an essential part of what makes this nation great. We are not just canaries in the coal mine. We are the chain breakers, the truth tellers. We are at the core of social justice movements. We are the living embodiment of the insuppressible nature of the human spirit, for who better exemplifies the ideals of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness than a trans person? But that is exactly why they are so intent on attacking us. We are a walking, talking, breathing reminder of what it means to be free. They want you to march through the world in black and white, and we are dancing in Technicolor. By living our truths, transgender people make it safer for everyone to think outside of the box, to challenge assumptions, and to be themselves. Because let's be clear, this isn't about protecting tradition, because trans people are mentioned in our oldest texts dating back to ancient Sumeria. This isn't about protecting women, because the people who are being hurt most by trans exclusionary policies are cisgender women who now have to prove their womanhood. And this isn't about protecting children, because we know that trans healthcare saves lives, and those life-saving decisions should stay between children, their parents, and their doctors. This is fascism, and it's about control. It's about distraction. It's about removing freedom and equality as foundational American values and replacing them with obedience and conformity. This is about destroying our democracy, but not on our watch. Not in this city, not in this state, not in this country, where we believe in the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, where we believe in freedom, where we believe in the power of the people, because we are here today to tell the world that when our rights are under attack, we stand up, we fight back. Let me hear you say it. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back. Give it up one more time for my friend Alex Ewan. Give it up for Rainbow Families Action. Make sure to check out the pride tables in the back so you can sign up to help trans people.
Keep your hands together for Honey Mahogany. Trans rights are human rights. Remember that? Say it. Thank you, and thank you for staying.
Hello, patient people. I just want to say I would follow Honey Mahogany anywhere, and turns out I'm following her here. So, hello, hello. There's a saying, you can cut down the flowers, but you can't stop the spring. Renee Good was a flower. Alex Preddy was a flower. They were cut down. Royer Perez Jimenez was a flower. He was cut down. So 15 people have been cut down in ICE custody this year. But ICE couldn't stop the spring. The spring was 1,000, a million flowers of resistance, blooming everywhere, filling the streets, blowing whistles, bringing food, bringing lawsuits, bringing truth, flowers of resistance, flowers of solidarity. When I look out, I see you blooming. I see you. I see your broken hearts and your hope, because a broken heart still beats. I see you committed, whether or not you hope, to stand up for what you believe in and stand with the people you care about. Is that right? They told us our hearts were tiny boxes we should fear to unlock, fear to let anyone in. But it turned out our hearts were vast palaces with 1,000 windows. Our hearts flung open their doors. Our heart beat to the rhythms of love thy neighbor and welcome the stranger. I see that underneath whatever fear or fury you might have is love. The love you have for justice, the love you have for equality, the love you have for truth, the love you have for peace, the love you have for democracy. Remember, underneath, whatever you're furious about, whatever you're horrified about, wounded and dismayed about is love. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't feel those things. And then look around you at the miracle. Feel the wonder that although we've been told for generations that we are selfish, our species is selfish, that we only care about ourselves, that we don't care about the public good, we don't care about abstract values, we don't care about anything beyond ourselves. We care so much we've shown up for the biggest demonstration in U.S. history today. We are defending the vulnerable, but we're doing more than that. We're defending our principles, but we're doing more than that. We're defending the future. For the child born yesterday, who will only be 74 in the year 2100. For the trees in Muir Woods that were old before Columbus sailed. For the species whose earth this is, who evolved long before we did. For the earth itself, because that's how big your care is. We are here to be midwives of a livable future, to stand on the side of life and love and generosity, to give back to the earth that has given us everything, to realize the dream of democracy never yet realized in this flawed, ambitious country, not to restore what this country was before 2016 or 2024, not to go back, but to go forward to the future. They would like to silence us, so be noisy. They would like you to be afraid, so be bold. They would like you to feel defeated, so don't surrender. They can terrorize and imprison and deport thousands, but they can't stop the spring. We're not going back. They are afraid of the future, the non-white majority future, the post-fossil fuel future, the equality for all future, the feminist future, the queer future, the trans future, the indigenous future, the ecological future when we end our long war against nature and make peace with the earth itself. We will plant flowers. We will plant oaks and redwoods, aspens and sequoias. We will plant forests, and we will plant dreams and possibilities. We will plant truth and harvest justice. We will plant care and harvest kindness. We will show up on the ordinary days to do what we can, just as we have on this extraordinary day, because they can cut down the flowers, but they can't stop the spring. And I see the spring. It's you, it's all of us, it's all over the country. They can't stop the spring. Thank you.
Make some noise, San Francisco! Listen, I know y'all are tired. We've been out here a long time, but I said, make some noise, San Francisco! My name is Violette. I am a member of the Palestinian Youth Movement. And it was amazing to see the thousands of people who were out here on the streets today. We are not gathered here in helplessness or in despair or in mourning or in hate. We are gathered here today because of truth. I mean, that's why y'all are still here after 4 hours, right? We are gathered here in truth, a truth that uncovers the lies and the agendas of those in power. Those that tell us they are fighting for the rights of working class Americans, and then they go and attack labor protections and working people. Those that tell us they are kidnapping our neighbors to create more jobs and then invest in AI to take away those jobs. They are the ones who say they are hard on crime when they indeed are the ones who are criminals. The lies of that man in office who says that he is the president of peace, yet he continues to supply and fund a genocide in Palestine, now has launched a war on Iran. No, indeed, we are not living in peace. And neither are the people in Palestine, in Cuba, in Venezuela, or in Iran. We are gathered here together because of the truth, right? Say it with me. The truth. The truth. The truth is that when they said they were bringing greatness, they were bringing horror. When they said they were bringing civilization and democracy, they were bringing domination and brutal colonization. When they said they were bringing freedom, they were bringing warehousing units and prisons. The truth is that they are bringing fascism. We know this as Palestinians. We know this as immigrants in this country. We have seen this playbook of authoritarianism, and again, we know what fascist empire looks like and its impacts on our families and our people. We are gathered here today by the truth. But let's take it one step further. Not just to speak truth to power, but to implement that truth, to make that truth a reality in the face of what is to come. Even when we are unsure of what the future holds, the truth will guide us forward. And when we get organized, we take strategic actions rooted in this truth, we can win. And one of those actions is the Oakland People's Arms Embargo campaign. We launched this campaign to get military shipments being sent to Israel out of Oakland Airport, to end Oakland's role in fueling Israeli genocide, and now Trump's war on Iran, right? Say it with me. Oakland Airport, drop your cargo. Oakland Airport, drop your cargo. We demand an arms embargo. 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 And this people's arms embargo is about taking back our power, our public infrastructure, our civilian airport from corporations of death and destruction. It is saying that our local community has the power to push back on federal policies of war and destruction. Like how Richmond just became the first city this past week to adopt an arms embargo against Israel. Make some noise for Richmond. And we need you. We need you to join this arms embargo. We've got hundreds of organizations, unions, and supporters that have gotten involved in the campaign. We got endorsement from Oakland Mayor Barbara Lee, but we still need the support, and we need you to get involved, to find our table, to sign the petition, to go to armsembargonow.com, to endorse the campaign, to join us tomorrow in Oakland at the First Congressional Church, and to join us on April 19th at the Islamic Cultural Center to join a mass meeting on how to get involved in this arms embargo work. The only way through this empire of death is through getting it together. The only way through this empire of death and destruction is together. Together, solidarity is understanding that the surveillance systems that Israel uses to kill Palestinians in cold blood are used by ICE to target immigrants here, are fueled by the data centers that are stealing our water. It is seeing that the girls' school that was attacked by U.S. weapons in Iran is connected to the schools here that are unable to pay teachers a living wage. It means that healthcare is being gutted here. Nurses are being laid off while our tax dollars are spending billions on destroying hospitals in Iran, in Lebanon, in Palestine. Today, Israel killed 3 journalists in Lebanon. Solidarity means that is connected to media censorship here. Just like in the 60s, the civil rights movement, the anti-war movement, and the anti-apartheid movement fought together to end the war in Vietnam, to end the war on our black siblings at home. Foreign policy is not separate from domestic policy. They are intertwined. They were intertwined then, and they are intertwined now. The only way through this is together. So say it with me: the people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. We have the power to transform our reality. We do. But to do that, we can't go back to the status quo where those who normalize genocide are welcome, where our politicians feign divisions across party lines while sitting at the same dinner table at Epstein Island, where we leave people behind. That will only embolden fascism. We don't need to make choices out of fear of the opposition. We empower those we believe in. We trust who will fight for us, not compromise on our values, and hold accountable those who do. Don't be gaslit by the ruling class, because we are the power this country relies on, and together we can demand better because we deserve better. Those in power act like history is theirs to write, but it is not theirs. We are gathered here today, my friends, because of the truth. And the truth is that history is shaped by actions like people from you and me. History is shaped by our actions. It is shaped by us choosing to fight together even when it is hard. History is ours to write. History is ours to shape. So the question is, are we going to do that? The question is, are you going to join us? Are you going to join us to reject the war at home and the war abroad? Are you going to join us to get military shipments out of Oakland Airport? Are you going to join us in demanding a free Palestine, no war with Iran? Are you going to join us in demanding no ICE on our streets? Are you going to get organized? And are you going to get serious about solidarity? Now it is our choice to shape this history and to shape a history that our children will be proud to inherit. So say it with me. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Thank you, San Francisco.
Hey everyone, you guys remember me? It's been a minute. We're almost done, okay? I swear. We have one poet and we have one more speaker. So we're almost done. And I really appreciate you all here are the real allies and the true, you guys are the real ones. So let me introduce our last poet, Marvin Flores.
Thank you, everyone who's still here. It means so much to show up. I know a lot of you have been here for hours, and trust me, this community is what gets us together, so give it up one more time for yourselves. This poem is meant to emphasize the message we heard earlier by our veterans that we honor, that are standing on the right side of history. We honor and love you if you are still here. This poem in particular, though, is speaking to those enlisted who may not be on our side yet and may not see the empire for what it is. The poem is called Lay Your Arms Down. Know in time that the mothers you kill will hold your wife's womb, guarding from the abyss in your chest. Know that in time, the children that you bomb will find themselves behind your child's eyes, idolizing their killer with a smile. Know that in time, you will find a mirror that holds the faces of all the men you've killed, their faces carrying the moment before impact, their faces telling the story of a man burdened to carry the world, trying to survive through instinct alone. Tired of the weight of being, doing anything to see tomorrow. You will find their faces over yours like scabs that cannot be picked. Know that in time, the machine will no longer have use for you. You are expendable, no different than alloys or magazines. You march for a war against yourself, and to what end will you fight for freedom? Whose freedom is it? Is it the freedom that's pure of heart or covered in oil and blood? And to what end will you follow blindly? If you do not bear arms for the people, then lay them down, soldier. And officer, those of you who showed up at that San Francisco airport, I hope you are listening. I hope one of you are standing on the sidelines and reflect. I hope you hear every word of this poem, because the San Francisco Police Department released a statement. They said, consistent with city charters, state laws, and San Francisco PD department policy, we do not assist the enforcement of civil federal immigration laws. SFPD officers were not involved in the airport incident, but remained on scene to maintain public safety. So whose rule of law do you stand for, officers? Whose rule of law do you stand for? Which public was being kept safe? Did they throw you a bone or a bonus after the video went viral? You think you look more legal than us, officer? Whose great-granddaddy came on that boat? Who are you without a uniform and a badge? What will you do when your mother is screaming for help, officer? Will she claw for her child or be in disgust of you? Will she choose detention over seeing what her son has become? Whose rule of law do you stand for, officers? When the ones in charge have shown nothing but disdain for the law. If you do not stand for the people's law, then stand down, officer, and let the people pass judgment. Let them become law. Let them do what they do to faceless fascists, kidnappers, or agents. It makes no difference. They are a threat we must face. So if you will not do it, officer, then stand down. Know that in time, our black and brown bodies will ache of nonviolence, our muscles weary from decades of passivity. Know that in time, we will accept the language of empire, speak the dialect of violence shoved down our throats for generations. Know that in time, may America suffer for the consequences of its actions. May Palestine be free in our lifetime. May the only deportations we see are descendants of genocidaires. May illegality become a colonial term. May you accept the empire for what it is. May you scrape the Pledge of Allegiance off your bones. May you pledge to no one except the people.
Okay, so we've got our last speaker, Francisco Herrera and Guillermina.
Guillermina Castellanos, Francisco Herrera, de Nuevo Sol Day Labor Domestic Workers Center, San Francisco.
Buenas tardes, ¿cómo estamos? ¡Que vivan los ciudadanos de San Francisco! ¡Que vivan todos los residentes, nuestra comunidad latina inmigrante! ¡Que vivan los trabajadores, las trabajadoras del hogar, day laborers, las nannies, las que cuidan pacientes, las que limpian sus casas, las que cuidan sus niños! ¡Sí se puede! Yo soy Guillermina, directora de Nuevo Sol Day Labor Domestic Workers.
I am Guillermina, director of the Nuevo Sol Day Labor Domestic Workers.
Y estamos aquí denunciando, anunciando, advirtiendo que no kings, no wars.
And we're here to say, no kings,
wars.
no wars.
A ver todos. Everyone. No kings, no wars. No kings, no wars. No ice. No ice. No ice. ¿Se puede?
Se puede.
Miren, voy a hablar. Nuestros derechos están siendo arrebatados ante nuestros propios ojos.
Our rights are being taken away in our very eyes, before our very eyes.
Y en este momento, el silencio no es una opción.
And at this moment, silence is not an option.
En Estados Unidos tienen larga historia arraigada por la supremacía blanca de oprimir nuestros derechos de las personas de color.
The United States has a long history rooted in white supremacy of suppressing the rights of people of color.
Pero nuestra historia también demuestra claramente que los movimientos impulsados por la ciudadanía para poner fin al autoritarismo dan resultado.
But our history also clearly demonstrates that citizen-led movements to end authoritarianism get results.
Cuando luchamos,
when we fight,
las libertades nunca nos fueron regaladas.
Freedoms have never been given to us.
Fueron luchas y conquistadas por nosotros, el pueblo.
They were fought for and won by us, the people.
Durante generaciones, las comunidades, nuestra nación, se ha unido para exigir y asegurar la libertad fundamental y la dignidad de todos nosotros.
For generations, communities across our nation have come together to demand and secure fundamental freedoms and dignity for all of us.
Por eso estamos aquí, de pie, en resistencia.
That is why we're here standing in resistance today.
Unidos, organizando en cada rincón de los Estados Unidos.
United, organizing in every corner of the United States.
Diciendo, no kings, no ice.
Saying, no kings, no ice in the streets.
En las calles, para compartir un mensaje sencillo, pero directo en los Estados Unidos.
To be able to give a clear and direct message in the United States.
No, en los Estados Unidos no aceptamos guerras ilegales.
In the United States, we do not accept illegal wars,
ni aspirantes a dictadores, ni reyes.
nor would be dictators or kings.
Nuestros líderes deben de rendir cuentas al pueblo, porque nosotros somos el pueblo. ¿Y quiénes somos los que obtenemos verdadero poder?
Our leaders must be accountable to the people, because we, the people, are the ones who hold the true power.
Y no podemos darnos por vencidos.
And we will not back down.
Nosotros decimos, sin trono ni reyes.
We say, no thrones, no crowns, no kings.
Ahora voy a hablar un poco de lo sucedido hace poco, la semana pasada, porque estamos nosotros diciendo, ¿cómo es posible que la policía municipal escote a los agentes de ICE y usar la fuerza agresiva contra una mujer guatemalteca?
Now I'm going to speak a little bit of what just recently happened. How is it possible that the municipal police escort ICE agents and use aggressive force against a defenseless woman from Guatemala?
Y su niña de 10 años mirando cómo violentaban a su madre, siendo testiga de este agresivo secuestro.
As her daughter, 10-year-old, was watching, her mother was being assaulted, witnessing such an aggressive kidnapping.
No respetan a las madres de familia, no respetan a nuestros niños.
They have no respect for mothers or children.
Cuando nuestros agentes de migración forman un perímetro alrededor de unos hombres que están secuestrando a familias usando la fuerza agresiva, traumatizando a nuestros niños con esas acciones violentaron.
When our police officers form a perimeter around men who are kidnapping families and using aggressive force, traumatizing our children with these actions, they violated the sanctuary law.
Lo que hicieron ellos fue violentar la ley santuario de aquí San Francisco, que hemos luchado por años para obtenerla y no vamos a permitir.
They violated the sanctuary law of San Francisco, and we will not permit, after years of struggling for this law, for this to happen.
Porque la policía municipal, ¿para quién está trabajando?
Because who does the municipal police force work for?
¿Para quién es la seguridad?
Who is the security for?
Es para nosotros.
For
no
us, correct.
No para cuidar agentes de migración.
It isn't to take care of agents of ICE.
Cuando nuestra comunidad presencia esos actos, pierden la seguridad con la policía.
When our community, when people witness a crime, they don't feel then safe and don't cooperate with the police.
Y se pierde la confianza para denunciar otros crímenes.
Because trust is lost. Trust is lost to denounce other crimes.
Entonces el alcalde Lurie dijo que la ley santuario se debe de respetar.
As Mayor Lurie said, sanctuary law must be respected.
Pues él debe de salir a la luz y decir qué es lo que va a hacer, que tome liderazgo enfrente de todos nosotros y le pedimos rendir cuentas.
So we ask him to come out to the light and say what he's going to do about it. We want him to be accountable.
Solo el pueblo salva al pueblo.
Only the people save the people.
Solo el pueblo salva al pueblo.
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 Del norte a sur, de este a oeste.
De
ganaremos
norte
esta lucha, cueste lo que cueste.
De norte a sur, del este al oeste, ganaremos esta lucha, cueste lo que cueste.
Se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente.
Se ve, se siente, el pueblo está presente.
Muchas gracias.
No crowns, no war, no kings, no crowns, no war, no kings, no crowns, no war, no kings, oh, no crown, no war, no kings, ni reyes, ni coronas, ni guerras, ni reyes, together, ni coronas, ni guerras, ni reyes, oh, no crowns, no war, no peace, together. Ni guerras, ni coronas, ni coronas, ni guerras, ni reyes. Oh,
ni coronas, ni guerras, ni reyes. Oh, ni coronas, ni guerras, ni reyes. No crown, no crown, no war, no peace. Oh, no crown, no war, no king. No crowns, no war, no king. Ni coronas, ni coronas, ni guerras, ni reyes. Hire day laborers, Nuevo Sol, day labor domestic workers. Órale. And let's share for KPFA, La Onda Bajita, Flashpoints for delivering the message to the world through the internet and the radio. Órale.